Although it feels weird that I'm a revolutionary that has yet to make contact with the Taketes. So I don't know where. Maybe I signed up with like a local chapter, you know, and I gotta find the national branch to get my like, hey, this is your rebel card, all right? Here's your member ID, all right, and plus, once I really start getting involved in the war, I know some places might get blocked off from me. I forget how much it changes or affects the map. I just know things move around and things do have an effect. And the more radical revolutionaries are yet to come. Ooh. Are you an enemy? Yes, you are. Ah! Shice. A critical hit? Fuck you, man. We'll explore the captain's cabin. What spoilers on what changes, or will you find out when we get? I'll find out when I get there. So I played this way back when it first released, but I have not touched it since then. So like ever since they dropped the sovereignty, so there's a lot of stuff that's changed, or some stuff that's new that I'm just not aware of. I nuked my save file and all my data so I could start completely new, and it's almost a first play experience because it's been so long I barely remember things. But I certainly want to find things as I go. All right. Let's read the ledger. The handwriting is poor but legible. Captain Rowley withdrew from the cache, citing desperate times. There's a column for miscellaneous notes. The captain writes of a homestead their locomotive passed when journeying from Port Avon. The buildings were in the style of old London. The nostalgia brought the crew together after a near disastrous encounter with a tourister bee. Nice. I think we're good on supplies. Cold day out here in these frozen rocks. Ooh. This is going to be an assay point. I think it's going to be an assay point. Yep. We can't assay shit, Captain. What do we got down here? Looks to just be a generic ruin. Oh. You emerged from a recent battle with what initially appeared to be superficial damage. Now your chief engineer tells you it conceals a deeper structural issue. Unless it's fixed, integrity of your hull is at risk. I'll fix it myself. Clambering across the hull, you reinforce several of the braces that support your locomotive's plating. Then you pause to admire the view. You stand upon the cusp of heaven. A sprinkle of stars gleam coldly ahead. Below, celestial mists roll and boil like a witch's brew. Somewhere in the distance, a scriv spinster wails. The sky is at your feet. Nice! Has been no clues about Lustrum's location. The last thing I remember is that it was southwest of New Winchester. And I ran into Carillion, so I feel like it's going to be somewhere in this area. I mean, there's plenty of map we still need to uncover. Not too worried. And once we drop off that passenger and do whatever at that new city, we'll try and take care of the film director side quest we also have. And that's to find a city that's in the northeast of New Winchester. Ooh. It's dark out here. Spooky. Leave me alone! Alright, Cantakery. You wanna fight? Ah! Olay! Alright. A little hard to hit. Unless I use a shotgun. Oh. Let's listen to its last complaint. Doesn't hurt to get more sky stories. Its last sound is a prolonged grunt, like a heavy snorer on the brink of waking. Crewman tells the tale of his prior commission. I served on the Nibelung, mining engine out of Lustrum. We were cracking sky rocks, digging out ours. The 7th rock didn't hold ours. Had one of those. He indicates the Cantakery. Devil battered halfway through the hole before we got away. I see. Ah, okay, so that's another place we can exit the world map. That is for another time to experiment with. Ooh, the particles like it's snowing. Flurry of snow blows past the window. Crewman curses the cold. Ooh. What have we here? Is this it? Newport, Captain. We found Lustrum. Hell yeah. All right. It took me 3 months, but hey, I brought you to Lustrum. How do I complete this quest? Maybe it's explore Lustrum? Drop off the settler. You have arrived at their destination. Whether or not they still wish to be here is another matter entirely. Things might have changed while you were in transit. May not be rewarded as well now. The Lustrum sings its own song. The mines ring, the caverns howl, the machines roar. No one will look the settler in the eye. His scowl could shatter glass. We're late, he says. I can only hope the people of this good settlement are less prone to tardiness than you. Here's your wages. I bid you a good day. Hey, we got 100 money. All right. We already have a navigator, so I don't need the fortunate navigator. Let's explore Lustrum. Go ahead and write a port report while we're here. I said good day, sir. So much for the quiet retirement village that used to be here. The rush of prospectors has ripped the civility from the place as efficiently as the geodes from the mountainside. The scars that remain are no less vivid. Fewer and fewer prospectors return with geodes of ours. The cost of processing them off-site grows every day. Still, for now, Lustrum thrives and offers the promises of riches for any lucky or industrious miner willing to come and risk everything in the snow and mud. I see. Stake a claim. All right, so the Windward. I think the Windward Company, so that's the Corpo. Do not have a special delivery from London. Must be at least level 4. I see. Let's check the Watcher by the station. Missing in delivery. Sorry. Man apologies. Didn't mean to stare. It's just been waiting for a delivery from London. Really important supplies. I don't suppose you might be heading anywhere near the relay to Albion, would you? You could check if anything's happened to it. I'd really appreciate it. All right, so we got that in the docket. I see they might be impounded. Let's explore Lustrum. Let's see what they got here. Tale of Two Ports. Your boots crunch underneath the snow, clean and bright, lacking the lingering sadness of London's ammonia-suffused lacquer. The townspeople nod politely at you, a distinguished visitor, but avert their eyes from the grizzled prospectors and get-rich-quick merchants who have taken over the slice of civilization on the mountain. They await patiently for a day when the mountain has nothing more to offer and the uncouth invaders finally leave, hoping that something still remains when all of value has finally been plundered. What was briefly a modest, pleasant town on the mother of mountains now runs in increasingly desperate dreams of riches. Fools sell their futures for the chance to mine years from the mountain's frozen sides. Sharper minds sell pickaxes, supplies, and the promise of a warm bed at the end of a bitter day's work. Let's check the Hanged Man pub. Irritable miners jockey for space by insufficient fireplaces. They pay for the overpriced drinks with their dwindling coins or lowest quality hours. A few fortunates bear the mark of miner success, the baby soft hands that come from regularly handling unseasoned hours. That's a fun little detail. I like how like the little eerie things in the world building of this setting of like we're literally mining like physical like time things, and you can tell people have handled these time objects because like instead of having like calloused hands, they have like baby faced hands. Like oh, it's such a great little detail. I don't want to purchase a claim. Wait, recruit the rat brigade? Oi, down here! 3 rats glower up at you from a table, where spilt beer has trickled down to form a rat-reachable puddle. This will get you a chief engineers? Do I have an engineer? I do have an engineer. Alright. Making a note here. I don't need to make a note, but we're gonna get the rat brigade eventually, but I want to, like, I know each of the characters has, like, storylines, so I want to get something with our current engineer, but we are definitely going to get ourselves the rats. Hell yeah, that would be so cool. Affiliation villainy, oh no. Villainous rats, they've been slandered. Let's buy a round of drinks for the miners. An elderly prospector and a hulking, scarred miner move aside to give you just enough space to squeeze in. Everyone seems to be talking shop. More importantly, everyone at this table appears to have had at least some luck out here. Let's listen to the gossip about recent troubles. It's them windward bastards, ain't it? They mind them send round their netties. Honest competition. Lads enjoy the distraction. Did you see the state of that filesy lad? Miners huddle. They weren't windward. That's them night hunters they talk of. Tearing up folks with them claws and teeth and eating them whole. All you see is a black rush for your eyes and then snap. I see. Well, that sounds dangerous. Let's see what this figure wrapped in a dusty, disintegrating shroud, nursing a flagon that never goes where its lips presumably are. Cloaked figure beckons to you. Valuables for sale, it wheezes, its voice throaty and high-pitched. Oh, throaty and high-pitched? Exchange for buried time, yes, please. Offers unusual relics in exchange for a few rusted coins that would barely buy transport anywhere else. Talk to Mr. Pennies. Miners try to ignore it, but it must have some reason to bother setting up its stall here. Exchange your hours for money. Oh, I do have a barrel of unseasoned hours. I see. So we could get an otherworldly artifact. We can get money. Let's get an otherworldly artifact. You provide a fragment of hours for sale. A few seconds at most. Penny snatches them up with a blackened and leathery appendage, reaches out of its shroud. Mr. Pennies shakes it as it sniffs at the little cigar box and the sprinkling and calcified time within. Yes, it whines. Will do, will suffice. All right, I think we're pretty much done there. There is still, hold on. There's the tea house as well. Oh, we have a good lurk, Ryleka, and find some delicious stuff while foraging. An oasis of London civility and culture, and a town with little of either. Milsine Murgatroyd stands proudly behind the display of fresh scones and slightly yellowing cream buns. Oh, that sounds delicious. At small wooden tables, successful prospectors and their significant others welcome themselves to the world of the nouveau riche with a spot of afternoon tea. Pinky fingers stand proud and erect from bone china cups covertly topped with moonshine. That is a way to describe sticking your pinky finger out from a cup of tea. Word choice. Interesting. Let's enjoy a spot of tea. Reminder of proper civilization. Lucine's maids hurry around, serving a clientele more used to bellowing at bartenders than sitting politely with exquisitely cut cucumber sandwiches. Eventually, it is your turn to be served. You're invited to choose your preferred blend. Empress's favor? Eleutherian Gold. Indulgent blend. Straight from the Blue Kingdom. Ooh, let's try some of that Blue Kingdom blend. A tea for the true connoisseur. It tastes of dust swept from the darkest corner of a sepulcher. It is best served with a drop of milk, ideally on the very edge of turning. You sip gently. Between sips, a bite of a sugared biscuit to take away the edge. Ooh. Hey, it reduced our terror. That's always nice. Let's talk to Milsine as well, see what she's got to say. Smelling faintly of burned hair, she tinkers with the latest invention intended to be her ticket out of both this no-horse town and her father's control. Eyebrows, she confirms, are a small price to pay for scientific progress. Interesting. Ooh, we can trade 2 uncanny specimens for a savage secret. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get savage secrets, I think. Milsine accepts your finds and presents the fruits of her own eavesdropping. Basil gets agents seen heading for Port Prosper. New murmurs of sedition after Wayward's latest incident. Assorted snippets from as far as the Blue Kingdom. Make careful notes and file them away for future exploitation. Let's see what our inventions are. Milsine glows with pride as you examine her mostly untested inventions. The clockwork lens array that offers superhuman levels of telescopic sight, provided you can insert all 6 sharp brass hooks under your eyelids. Oh geez. The internal combustion privy, ideal for handling unpleasant waste products and warming whatever's left of your house after the inevitable explosion. An automated pickaxe capable of striking Earth 7 times per second. Milsine nods, irritated. Pity's about the minor bone-shattering issue. Yeah. Unfortunately, like the pickaxe mechanism, like you attach it to your whole like shoulder, arm, and it moves your arm at 6 strikes per second. And you know the human body was just not made to move that fast, so it's like You know, it's those fragile, fragile human arms. You know, just have to amputate and replace it with a proper robo arm. Maybe we can then overclock it, get like 7 strikes per second, or get like 9 strikes per second. Then we can pump those numbers way up if we just remove the human element. The only thing she won't let you poke at is a twisted arrangement of glassware and electricity in the corner. It's not mine. Not entirely. Still working on that. Complicated. You know if you know. If you don't, I shouldn't say. Alright, I think that's about it for here. So we will step out to town. What do they have in the shops? Well, obviously we can buy unseasoned hours here, but we can mine those ourselves. Let's get a bit of fuel and supplies while we're here. And I think we're pretty good. I guess let's get, I mean, we have the cargo space. We'll get some of these munitions and then we can sell them elsewhere. So let's try going straight northwest to get back to New Winchester. That way we will also map out the area between the two. It's fascinating how this area is cloaked in darkness. I wonder if it's because of the cold or if it's because of the mountain full of hours. Actually, I want to go north because we know this tail that we could go up, but I'm going to see if I go how far up I need to go before I can cut east. Because like if hours revert things back in time and you have light striking that area and you have like a huge concentration of hours, I'm wondering if like the darkness is because light, you know, is quickly being degraded back to darkness. But it could also just be, you know, it's so fucking cold out here. There's a thick mist and it causes light to be diffused. Due to undermanning, I have 8 out of 10. How am I undermanned? Story has taken root among the crew that something sleeps there on the nights when the wind howls. Something that leaves frost on the bed sheets. Some of the crew have been raiding the pantries to leave bowls of food outside the cabin door. Your cook complains. Force someone to sleep in the empty cabin. You select a crewman by drawing lots. He goes, reluctantly, into the vacant cabin. When he emerges the next day, his eyes are circled with shadow. His teeth are chattering. He admits he slept on the floor, for the bed's blankets were cold and stiff with frost. He'll say nothing of what transpired, except to swear he will never do it again. Oh no! Is this ruined edifice beautiful once? Was it always gloomy and unsettling? I would like to kill a Scrivener, but I'm not going to fight it in a terror zone. It would have been nice to kill that one because it looked like it was glitched into geometry. So that would have made it like very easy to shoot down. Hey, a Scrivener. Leave me alone! Alright, where are you, buddy? See if we can snipe it. All right. Ah! Ooh. Always bleeding. Ow. Rude. Ah. Oh, come on. Come on, Dreki. Come on, Dreki. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. Get him. Get him. There we go. Let's loot this guy. Let's loot him. What you got, buddy? The splintered remains of the spinster turn slowly. The skies are full of fluttering paper, as if someone brought confetti to a funeral. See, spinsters were wrought from bronze wood, now popular with London train wrights and cabinet makers. Ooh. Recover sheaves of parchment. Spinsters sew them into their coats and wigs, yellowed with age, blotched with mildew, spidered with writing. Who knows what secrets they may hold? Yeah, let's get the parchment. Your crew lean from the outer hatches with boat hooks and nets, swiping at the fluttering pages like a class of frenzied lepidopterists. Soon you have accumulated a small pile of parchment, dense with pictographic script. You carry it to your cabin. What secrets might it hold? 250 experience? Not bad. But I want to explore. Let's get some repairs. Oh, come on. A marauder. I hardly knew her. Loot the hold. An intriguingly bulging sack. You. All right. Wasn't too bad. I thought Scriveners had a lot more health. But I think more the problem is Scriveners tend to be around areas of terror, which is not great. Mountainous rocks, clad in jackets of frost, rise about you. The passes are perilous. Not what I meant to press. Release the bat! Tell me, bat, what do you find? Ooh. What is over here, bat? Ooh, is it a wreck? Ooh, it's a Scrivener and a wreck. The point of no return. That sure is a name for a ship. Ow. Ow. I thought that was gonna miss me. Not gonna lie. All right, all right. I'm trying to use the company and the tackety to maybe stow away. Something is amiss. Things are out of place. Unexplained cracker crumbs on the pantry floor. The chief engineer's favorite wrench hung on the wrong hook. Several empty pages torn from the back of your logbook. The crew protest their innocence and contribute their own stories. Vanished shoelaces, doors left open, oily footprints on a door frame. You have a stowaway. Perhaps you can make the stowaway come to you. Conduct a thorough search. Let's coax them out. You wait until late, then make a hot toddy, and find a comfortable chair in the galley. Casually, you begin talking aloud to the empty room. Talk of the hardness of the sky, the terrible things that can befall those who are alone in it, without friends or companions to help when their luck runs out. All right, you made your point. Shadow appears in the doorway. An urchin with a ratty blonde hair and a sooty face. Got another one of those? She asks, her hungry eyes fixed on the toddy. The urchin wears an oversized Skyfarer's coat, clumsily and drastically hemmed at the sleeves and tails. Her eyes are pale, accustomed to starlight, and a model of old frostbite blemishes on one cheek. When she speaks, her voice seems older than the rest of her. What is she? 12? 13? Locomotive is no place for a child. She shrugs. Just catching a ride, she says, insolently. I've been catching engines across the region of Albion for years. Seen half the sky I have. Port Prosper to Silent Saint. Skyhenge to Carillion. Alright, where's your parents? She looks at her shoes, mismatched and scuffed. Gone. The blockade of New Winchester during one of the bombardments. Breaks off. Anyway, neighbor tried to look after me, but I don't like her very much. What do you want? She's taken aback by the question. No one's ever asked me that before. Usually there's a lot of shouting that I'm chucked off at the next port. She thinks about it, looking around the bridge. She's a good engine. Loyal. I'd like to stay, she decides, until such time as I don't. You could do with a mascot. Oh, okay. We have an open mascot slot. But actually, she salutes you inexpertly. You won't regret it. I can help out. Like, I know my way around the engine. I'm no stranger to the sky. I know stuff. I could teach you. Perhaps another time, you tell her. You shake her grubby hand and send her to bed. It's past her bedtime. Ow, ow. Ow. All right, this is not going very good. Shice. Let's enter through the yawning tear in the hull. Let's repair. Shit, there's nothing to repair. Anyways, Urchin, man the cannons! Yeah, exactly. I've made things worse for myself again. Worse for myself again. Worse for myself again. Yeah, that's not good. Alright, so we killed that. I want to get repairs. No, 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 no. Stay far away. Oh, we have such low HP. Where are you going, Scrivener? Are you going left or right? You going left or right? Going right. There we go. All right. Oh, that's getting spicy. That's getting spicy. Let's get some bronze wood. Failure. Guns did their work too well. The Spencer has been reduced to smithereens. Managed to scavenge a bundle of arm's-length razor-edge splinters. Not enough for the train yards, but perhaps enough for replacement chair legs or a handful of snuff boxes for well-to-do Londoners. All right. Oh yeah. Nothing like a little bit of repairs off of our foes. I think New Winchester. Yeah. Just kind of go north and east, and we'll get ourselves to Winchester. And finish repairing. Pop up our crew and sell some bullets. Yeah. That was very dangerous, but we survived. And really, that's all that matters. The only HP that matters is the last one. Am I right? I'm right. So the fact that I don't need to do all the deliveries in one big thing, I should maybe just grab the prospects as I find them. And then I can just, as I travel around, pick up stuff and do a delivery. It might be the strategy to employ. All right. All aboard New Winchester. Let's go ahead and get a couple more crew members. I'm gonna do a bit of repair. Good shit. We need to check for prospects. All right, so verdant seeds and bronzewood. Wait. Right. Okay. So this will aid. Okay. This will help the tackety. Right. That's what we want. Wait, I thought I could get stained glass from. Oh, fuck me. I did not realize that. All right. Consignments of bronzewood. All right. So we'll grab that as well. So I think the side quest for the engineer, or for the film person, is going to take us up to up by the place that might sell wood. Kind of hard to get a lot of it early on. Yeah, I was mistaken as to the glass. So we can get more crew. Trying to think of what crew helps us with. I don't remember. I think just crew is just generally a resource to have. So I don't think there's really a particular reason to have more other than to not run out. Ooh. Missile. Ah, we don't have a large weapon. Okay, so I feel like, did the game originally have missiles? I don't feel like heavy weapon slots were a thing originally. There's events that cost you crew and you can have higher minimum safe crew members. Yeah. I mean, we keep losing like 1s and 2s from failing events. So, I mean, I just keeping them topped up. Go ahead and sell the bullets we have. Not really making a lot of profit. I think we bought them for like 40, so it's just 20 on top, but every little bit helps. Your count also does determine the passive supply drain if you try. Yeah. That also makes sense. And wouldn't surprise me. Okay. So the filmmaker is northwest. So northwest. So I feel like we saw something over here, and I can see we can kind of go over this way. So I think that's where I'm going to check out. So we'll head to Leaden Broads, go north, and then hug east. North. Oh, north. Thank you for pointing that out. I flipped my east and west. Interesting. All right, so we need to... we have a lot of place to explore over there, so we're gonna be... What the fuck do you make knots while sewing? I don't know. I am not a handicraft person, that's for sure.